Hi, good morning or good evening. Um, how we all doing, everybody? I don't know where to start. Let me just get switched on over to the camera and get the game all set and ready. Uh, Here it is. There we go. So we are now in chapter 8 of Eastward, and this might be a finale stream, so I'm not so sure. We're just gonna kind of go and see kind of go with the flow. We're just gonna see how it goes. Waleed, Mac, Misfiring, T-Bird, Kyle, hey, what's up? It's good to see you. Kyle, how you doing? How you keeping? Um, but yeah, this is gonna be a finale stream, so or it could be a finale stream. I'm kind of unsure because I don't know exactly what's gonna happen. But the last stream we did was like very it was kind of intense. You know what I mean? Like it was very intense. I just want to talk about that for a minute because throughout the story we knew like William and Daniel, kind of like as side characters, just kind of just happening and they've been helpful. Um I was not expecting that sudden death of Daniel. And yes, Daniel's like a robot, but it's kind of the same feeling of Astro Boy. Coincidentally, there was a reference to Astro Boy's theme song from the 80s in the last stream, and that just touched my heart so much because it's so wholesome. It's just so wholesome. I love content like that. Kyle, I've been keeping all right. I've just been working. Um, though I do have some other news though as well. I know I'm kind of all over the place. I know I'm kind of all over the place, but tomorrow I also plan to take off one day of streaming so that I can go and watch the Mario movie. Just because I can, and that it's going to be good weather. So I'm going to be going and watching the Mario movie in the drive-in. I'll be sure to take pictures. I'll be sure to take lots and lots of pictures just to show you all like what a drive-in experience is like. Right fam, hey, it's good to see you. Like a camper. Um, are we talking about Eastward with Daniel? Um, I'm not so sure what that means actually. I'm not so sure what that means there, right fam. But it's good to see you. Yeah, Mac, I'm not so sure if it's gonna be a fun finale stream. I'm just not so sure. Because like I don't know how long or how big chapter 8 is gonna be. Yeah, Waleed. I picked up on that reference really, really quickly too in the last stream. Paranoia, hi, what's up? It's good to see you, Paranoia. And Moobor, hi. Minnie Moo said hi. Hello there, Minnie Moo. Good to see you there. Waleed used to love the drive-in. Only had one here a long time ago. There's a couple of drive-ins around where I am here, Waleed. They're very, I wouldn't say like super popular because most people do prefer to go to a movie theater. Um, but for me, it's all about that experience. I love going outside. Like as much as I love gaming, as much as I love games, I love video games and I like streaming. I like technology. I'm very much like somebody who likes to go outside sometimes, especially like, dusk or dawn time frame. Not so much midday, but I like going outside quite a bit. I like getting some fresh air. I like touching grass. Right, fam. Oh, you said it was intense. Like campers, tents. I get the pun now. I get the pun. I missed that. I missed that there, right, fam. But yeah, the ending, I do have the VOD posted too as well if anybody wants to go back to watch um the last bit of my stream with Eastward in chapter 7. But the game has progressively gotten more and more intense. I can still remember from the beginning, it was kind of a slow-paced it's kind of a slow-paced story from the beginning. It's very, very slow paced. Mac, you went to a drive-in theater during the pandemic back in 2019 or 2020. So I know that experience. Mac, what movie did you watch? I'm kind of nosy. What kind of movie did you pick? But at the time, it was the only option. And you know what, though? It's something that's really fun to do. I mean, during the pandemic, though, Mac, we were doing all kinds of things, mostly outdoors, I found. Roy Joy, hey, this super awesome. Was happy Thursday. Hope you're having a lovely week. Roy Joy, what kind of games have you been playing? What kind of games have you been up to lately? It's really good to see you. Unless you love watching movies. See, I've never really been much of a big movie buff there, Mac. I've never really been a huge movie buff, but I love the drive-in experience. I love a drive-in experience because it's different than sitting in a movie theater. Again, I brought this up before, but I'm not really big on crowds. Like, I'm not really big on going into like a crowded space with a lot of people. And I think I've shared that one story, y'all, about this one time where I went to the movie theater with a boyfriend and we were watching Dune, and somebody in like the row in front of us really had a bad body odor thing. It just kind of ruined the experience of the movie, you know? And the drive-ins experience, you know, it's just you and whoever you are in the car with, or just by yourself. However you feel cozy. You tend to do a different play game by day, but today some Breath of Fire 4, or well, yesterday. And Roy Joy, do you plan to stream that? Or were you streaming that? Were you streaming that game? Because I've never actually looked that up. Give me a second here. I gotta actually look this up and see what Breath of Fire 4 is. I've never heard of this game before. Quicksilver, you love the drive-in theater? Me too. Me too there, Quicksilver. My first experience, y'all, my very first experience, I would have been like 4 or 5 years old. I was just itty bitty. I was very, very little, but I actually remember it. My first experience going to a drive-in theater was the movie Babe. You know that little that movie about the pig? It's that like that very popular reference, you know, that'll do pig. So it's that movie, that's where the reference comes from. It's about a little piggy that's like, you know, tries to be a sheepdog, essentially. Okay, Breath of Fire. Let me take a look at this here, Roy Joy. Let's see. Breath of Fire. I cannot type for the life of me today. I just can't. Oh, this does look like a beautiful game. I'm just seeing some screenshots of it. Just letting you know, I'm looking at the screenshots here, Roy, and it looks beautiful. I love when game developers put effort into the art. It makes a huge difference, I find. I mean, game's not all about the graphics, it's not all about the details, but I do like attention to detail. I love little tiny details, whether it be in dialogue, art, background music, sound effects, you name it. I think video games in general I consider kind of an art form. You know what I mean? Um, Hold on, I'm gonna get caught up with all these messages here. Yeah, Mac, it was a really bad experience. I will say the movie Dune wasn't bad. It was just the experience that was just not the not the greatest. Um, all right there, Roy. Babe, Babe was made about an hour and a half away from here. Misfiring for reals, like you're talking like screening and like directing and like actually being like movie shot on that property. That's really cool. That is really, really cool. Roy Joy, that will do, pig. That will do. It's such a great movie. It's so wholesome. It is such a wholesome movie. You know what? I haven't seen that movie in like well over a decade. Well over a decade, but it's so cute and so wholesome. I love that movie. Max says if that's the case, he should have known better since smelling. See, I think what happened, Mac, I think what happened is that maybe he was just nose blind, which happens to a lot of people. I work with a lot of people. For anybody who doesn't know what I do outside of Twitch and everything for my full-time job, I am a social worker, so I work with a lot of people, and that is very common. It's very, very common that people don't realize like how they smell. Not so much necessarily like body odor. Sometimes it's just too much deodorant or too much body spray or too much perfume. You know, people just don't sometimes pick up on these things. Roy, yes, I love when a game has really good animations too. Breath of Fire is a great RPG Mac series made by Capcom. Right on, right on. Okay, Mac, if you were looking for Breath of the Fire 3, you grew up with that game. I've never heard of this series before, Mac. I've never heard of this series. I love learning about these games here on stream. Like, for reals, I feel like I've been living under a box, or living under a rock, I mean to say. Because, I mean, I grew up playing a lot of Mario games and a lot of Nintendo. So, learning about all these titles like Yeez and Tails, or Trails, I mean to say, and Breath of Fire, like all these titles. Never heard of them growing up. Never heard of them. Miss Firing says yes, the farm is an actual farm, and it was indeed shot over the mountains from here. I love that. I love that. That must be so cool. I've never actually like, no, here's the thing. I want to get into traveling. I know I've brought this up before, and I did do a little bit of traveling 2 months ago or a month ago. I've lost track of time. But I did do a little bit of traveling. Um, I'm not so sure where I want to go to next, but I really, really want to travel up north. Like to like the Northwest Territories kind of thing. I really want to travel up there and check out like the tundra. Just want to check it out, you know? Quicksilver says I once was a regular theater. It was funny because a guy had told the teenagers to shut up, but when I saw them, he spoke up. He was pirating the film. Okay. Wow, that would have been way back, probably. That would have been way back, maybe. Because I remember stuff like that was happening where people were like filming with like an old, like little camera and the quality was always blurry. I remember seeing stuff like that way back when Quicksilver. Justice! Justice, hey, good morning or good evening. Justice, it's good seeing you. Roy says Yeast, Trails, and Tales of Games. It's so easy to confuse Trails and Tales of the series. I bet. Wait. Oh my goodness, wait, there's another one. Yeah, it's called Tales. Roy, I forgot. Bet. Breath of Fire 1, 2, SNES, Breath of Fire 3, 4, and PlayStation 1. Okay, that's probably explaining why I would have never heard of that series before their Mac, because I didn't really grow so much on like I didn't really grow up on like PlayStation or Super Nintendo. I missed out on both eras. I went right into the Nintendo 64, and then it was PlayStation 2, but PlayStation 2 wasn't like a personal choice. It wasn't like my own personal choice to pick the PlayStation 2. Though I do like it. I like the games and I like the titles that came on it. I'll admit though I was kind of getting out of my gaming phase, I guess you could say. I was going through my teenage years around PlayStation 2 and felt kind of insecure, I guess, about talking about video games, my interests, so I started getting into different interests, you know? Ryfam, thank you. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. I've been getting into a habit of like actually, you know, doing my hair, I guess, a little bit. um, I'm gonna be doing some more hairstyles eventually. I'm gonna be doing some more of the right fam. But thank you so much for noticing. Justice, thank you so hecking much. Appreciate that. Appreciate you saying so. All that said, I am going to get the game ready. We will continue yapping. We'll continue our yaps. You know how it goes. We get the game going and we yap away. But I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. I'm looking forward to going to that drive-in, and I'm looking forward to this game. There's a lot of things I'm really happy about. I'm just so happy to be back on stream. That's another big one for me. I've been just working, pretty much just having the, regular Same old, same old. Quicksilver, you say we need to send Angela a retro Nintendo where the games are built in. 620 games? Quicksilver, that's so many games. I don't know if I could play all of them. I don't think I could play 620 games. You can check out my backlog of games I've played up to date. And I think I'm at like 145 or 146 or something. Max says Angela, the pro yapper of Twitch. I yap. Oh my goodness, do I ever yap? Sometimes I just yap. Like, what I mean to say is that I, even outside of Twitch, I'll just yap away with friends or I yap away with people. Why says, do you lose the game of Eastward if you go westward? Really, that caught me off guard. I love it. I love that so heckin' much. I mean, that's one thing. You can't really go west, actually, in this game. You keep going east. And I'm noticing that you can't go back to other worlds and other towns and cities that you were in before. So it's a very linear story in that sense, that you can't go back. Quicksilver says, do you bring your own snacks to the drive-in? Okay, I used to bring my own snacks. I did. I'll admit, I kind of snuck in those snacks way back in the day there, Quicksilver, but I find nowadays, you know what, at least for the drive-in that I go to, the prices of their concession stand are not that bad. And I was telling this story on stream not too long ago, Quicksilver, where it's like, you know when you go to a movie theater, they give you like a little thing of nachos that's like maybe this big? Just a little itty bitty dish of nachos for like $15 Canadian. Might have gone up since then, but you go to a drive-in theater, or the one that I go to locally, you pay the exact same price for a tray that's about this big. It's a huge tray, and they give you a massive amount of cheese and a massive amount of sour cream and a whole lot of salsa. They give you a huge portion. I like to call it American-sized portions, but like, yeah, just really large portions. And this is the worst thing about this Quicksilver. The worst thing about everything is that I found out I'm allergic to dairy, which means I'm not going to be able to have nachos and cheese, nachos and sour cream, nachos. I can have nachos and salsa. But I feel like nachos are not nachos without that cheese, you know? You know what I mean? Nachos are just, it just isn't nachos. All right, here we go. Oh, there was something else I wanted to show y'all. So, y'all remember how I got flowers for Easter? Y'all remember when I got flowers for Easter? The flowers are still good. The flowers are still pretty good. I've been taking care of them. I do everything to make them last longer. And they're doing all right. They are losing their vibrancy, I find. They're starting to look more duller. Just wanted to give you an update on these flowers and how they're doing. But I'm planning to like properly dry them out. I'm trying to dry them out so that they look, you know what I mean? I can't explain it on stream, but I'm hoping to have these flowers looking really, really nice once they're dried out. Yeah, misfiring. I'm thinking about drying and pressing them. I want to preserve them so that they, yeah, I can still use them. Hey Samuel! Sammy, how you doing? It's good to see you. It's really good to see you, Sammy. Thank you so much for those kind words. Um, No, no, no. Um, yeah, I'm aspiring, but I think that they are going to turn out great. I'm sure they're going to turn out really good. Here we go. Let's get going. This must have been it, because we were at the beginning of chapter 8. Max, so I think there are only 8 chapters. I think there are only 8 chapters, but I could be wrong. Hey, board the UFO. Wait, it's Angela. She's live. I'm here. I hope how's it going over there, board the UFO? It's good to see you. It's been a weird week, you say there, board the UFO? I don't know if it's a full moon. No, full moon is on May the 1st. I did look up when the next full moon is. I try to keep track of when the full moon is happening so that I'm aware of, like, just aware of that, I guess. Oh yeah, no, I get what you mean there, board the UFO. It has been kind of like up where I am. I guess we're out where I work too. It has been kind of a weird week too. All right, so I'm in the tower. There's no map available. Oh wait. Yeah, we're gonna save Sam. I think I'm gonna need Sam for that. Ouch. These monsters are weird looking. Now, I hope they don't, like, respawn and come back. Last thing I need is to fight those things again. Alright, we're good, we're good. 12 Titans! 12 Titans, hello, how you doing? It's good to see you. Rats. It disappears after some time. Damn, you've been feeling under the weather this week? I hope you feel a whole lot better. Do all that rest, self-care, whatever you've got to do there. Getting as much rest as you can is very important. There we go. Oh, I see what I gotta do. Mac, the gameplay of this game reminds you of Secret of Evermore. Secret of Mana, which is pretty cool. I have heard of this game before. Secret of Evermore was a friend. There was a friend of mine, I remember, telling me that was their favorite game ever made. I've played a little bit of Secret of Mana, but I've never played anything of Evermore. Mac, did you ever play that game before? What did you think of Evermore? And Mac, you say you played both of them? How many bombs, rats? Omoji, hi, what is up? Yeah, Mac, indie is considered a like indie game. It is, but it feels like a AAA title. Omoji, I've been loving catching your streams. By the way, Omoji, do you plan to stream later today or tonight or tomorrow? I can't keep track of time sometimes. Hey, Miss Firings, thank you so much for thank you so much for lurking. Thank you so much for lurking there, Miss Firing. Appreciate the heck out of you. Okay, wait, Omoji, you're having something for lunch? Wait, what are you having for lunch? What you eating there, Omoji? Max says this is why I'm feeling like indie games are bringing back retro, but modernized. I feel like that's definitely a style that's getting more popular. I think it's a style that's getting more popular nowadays. With the pixel graphics, and this game really did so good. I don't know if I showed you before, Mac. Some of the cities that we were in, like New Dam City. It was absolutely beautiful. Like the details were amazing. Oh, Munji, I had some Thai food with the parents. New place too, and it was really good. I love Thai food. Oh, Munji, when I get Thai, I always usually go for like a pad Thai with noodles. And peanuts and vegetables. That's usually what I get when I go get some pad Thai or get some Thai food. Oh, the laser. I don't know why I didn't think about using my gun. We got this. Oh, so many lasers. There are just so many lasers. Oh, I just said this place had set meals, so we just ordered a few different ones to share. Oh, tom yum and green curry. The green curry is really good. Was it spicy? By any chance there, Omoji, was it spicy? I love green curry too. Just Francie, hi, it's good to see you. How you doing, Just Francie? It was quite spicy, OMG. It got me sniffling and I couldn't stop eating. Oh gosh. You know, that's the... Okay, I love spicy food, I really do. But that's the thing about spicy food, they make you kind of have a runny nose sometimes. They make you have that runny nose. Oh, I got something to fight. Oh! Mini boss. This enemy did not miss out on arm day. Oh, it knocked me out real fast. I was not keeping track of my health there. Gonna eat some food before we battle. Takes out a lot of HP. I don't have Sam with me. You know what? I got an idea. These bombs. One heart in a dream. One heart in a dream. We got this. That was nuts. That was absolutely nuts there, Emoji. I feel like this could be a finale stream, Emoji. Just because I feel like we're getting so close to the end, but I could be completely off. That's what I was thinking too, Mac. It's like, what was he? The Hulk? Some real big arms on them. Hold on, I'm just gonna BRB, y'all. I'm just gonna BRB. I promise I'll be right back. I will not be long. Hey, I'm back, everybody. I'm back. Wally, thank you so much for that reminder for everyone to hydrate. That's so important. 12 Titans, no worries. Take care of yourself there. Take care of yourself there, 12 Titans. Y'all, I wanted to show you all something too. So, I tried this out before stream. This is like a mushroom hot chocolate. You can mix it with like hot water, make yourself a hot chocolate with some soy milk. It tastes absolutely amazing. Well, it tastes earthy, so if you don't like mushrooms, you might not like it. But it's just like a hot chocolate. It's just like a hot chocolate, but it's made with mushrooms. OMG, I'm telling you, it is really good. It is really, really good. It's also very good for you. It's also very, very healthy. It's very beneficial for your brain. Because mushrooms are a natural source of getting vitamin D into you. Inspiring things. Oh, I remember seeing this and my curiosity was piqued about the mushroom cocoa. Yes. Max says I probably wouldn't enjoy it since you don't like eating mushrooms. Okay. Yeah, if you don't like mushrooms, you might not like this. But I was gifted this by an anonymous gifter on Throne. And yeah, this tastes absolutely amazing. I just wanted to share this with y'all just to let you know that it was great. And thank you so much to the anonymous gifter. Just wanted to let you know that I do like it quite a bit. I do actually have a couple of other gifts that were gifted to me on Throne by anonymous gifters, and I will be showing those too. I'll be showing those as well. This is a little suspicious. Why is it right out in the middle of the open area? Is there gonna be an enemy that pops out of somewhere? No? Okay. Tiny little details I love in this game are like the little lights that flicker. The little like, you know, candle lights and everything. I just think it's so pretty. I just think it's so, so pretty. I probably wouldn't enjoy it. You know, misfiring, I wonder what Australian food would taste like. I've never had any Australian food, so I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know, but I really should try some Australian food sometime. Okay, I'm gonna cook some food up here. There we go, we got our gamba. T-Bird! T-Bird, hey, thank you so much for that giant emote. And yes, we made a fish sandwich. There is so much food references in this game, I love it. part definitely feels very, very much like Breath of the Wild, so much. I meant to go the other way. I meant to go west. It wanted me to go east. That looked bad. That looked painful. Oh, jeez. Get some of those hearts, because we need those. I don't think I need to push that switch yet. There we go. This is gonna be a heart piece. Needed that really bad. Oh, that's another thing too, is I've been working on my posture. So I've been working on my posture off stream, doing some workouts, trying to keep active. That's a big one for me. And I did go to the gym, and I didn't really realize just the cost of membership prices just to go to a gym. And I was like, oh, I wasn't expecting it to be this high. And the craziest thing I was told is that they're like, buy it now, they said, because it's going to be going up in price on May the 5th. Something to do with like the prices in Ontario are going up in price on May the 5th for a lot of things. And there's going to be a boss battle coming up. I feel like there's a boss battle. There's definitely a boss battle here. So many lasers. Oh my gosh, no. Not this thing. Not this thing. Oh my gosh, no. Not ready for this. How many bombs? tough battle. Ooh, this is pretty. What is that, though? It's a proto-breeder. Welcome to Charon Museum. Weapons are not allowed within the exhibition complex. John's weapons have been confiscated. You have abnormally large amount of weapons on you. What's this? A pan? You can keep this. Do enjoy your stay. I guess the bot does not know that my pan is also a weapon. Why is this refrigerator floating? Quite the strange place, wouldn't you agree? Some people enjoy collecting machines. Naturally, machines too will also collect people. Save your memories? T-Bird, thank you so much for those GGs. The egg of life, the ultimate invention, and the foundation of human factories. This is the brain, the original prototype. Though made up of nothing but a single brain, its intellectual power far exceeds that of humans, which is what grants us unlimited mental capacity. Damn robot, how dare you speak of me that way? I am a person, through and through. They have quite the temper. But it's simple enough to get them to work. You'll only need a little stimulation. Our technology become more advanced by the day. Before long, we completed our first artificial human, born from the egg of life and completely customizable. The original method of procreation will no longer be required, to be replaced with a higher form of creation and a higher form of being. Having said that, the egg of life is still nothing but a product. To truly surpass the possibilities of humanity, and to realize the glory of mankind, we're still missing one key element. Please continue to the next room. Flamfang! Flamfang, good evening, good morning. Oh my goodness, we're in chapter 8. You haven't missed too much. You haven't missed too much here, Flamfang. We are now on Charon. And these are brains. These are human brains. What's this? A human? Quite the rare sight around here. And the first that's been able to spot me. I suppose in this day and age, anything can happen. That reminds me, what year is it? Have humans left this planet yet? From the monsters all over, I take it the miasma is still here, hmm? Quiet fellow, aren't you? But silence isn't a shortcoming. Got all these brains growing in a lab. Who is she? This is Mother, the highest form of life, humanity's final answer, and possessing limitless possibilities. One small piece of Mother, and keep a human factory running for countless generations. Even if humanity were to be completely wiped out by the miasma, Mother would be able to recover civilization. Mother, the egg of life, and Charon. These are the three elements to restoring civilization. Charon sows death, Mother plants life. Humanity must continue this cycle of death and rebirth in order to reach its true potential. Oh, she's a hologram. That does look like Sam, though. I can see kind of maybe what's going on now. Maybe I can kind of get what's going on. There goes Sam. Let's go get her. Getting cold in here. I can see my breath. I'm not quite sure that would work. Never fear. I know just what to do. The journey before you requires not only strength, but wisdom. That's odd that we heard Jasper's voice there. So I'm gonna follow the Sam with the red boots, maybe. Harmpo! Harmpo, hi, good morning. Good morning, Harmpo. It's good to see you. We are starting to figure out what's going on in this game. We're starting to really put all those pieces together. We're starting to find out, like, who Sam is and, like, what Mother is, and essentially everything's all starting to wrap up in this one scene, I find. Moo War says, how was your day? Moo War, I'm keeping all right, keeping cozy, and, you know what? I got all my sleep. That was my main focus for today, was just to make sure I got all my sleep. The magnesium seems to be working, and I am getting my proper sleep now. Before that, I worked and did a shift at my job, and it was all right. It was pretty good. Flampang says, can't wait to hear your thoughts on this chapter once you're done with it. I am loving what I'm seeing so far. That's what I can tell you. That's what I can tell you so far here, Flampang. You're glad that it's starting to click and it's not just confusing until the sudden credits roll, right? Some games feel that way, though. I feel like the story progression was slow, but there was enough to keep me intrigued throughout the story. That's how I feel like with Eastward, that it kept enough going to make me wonder what's going to happen here. But I can't say my full thoughts quite yet. I want to see how it ends. And Taro, as if no one saw that coming. Damn fool, must have gotten lost again. When we yet wandered lost along the path of life. These are all from voices of characters that we've seen and heard before in the past. Now I'm noticing the barefoot Sam goes along the north side, and the red boot Sam goes along the bottom side. I'm wondering if there's like some. I'm wondering if each choice I do is changing what I see next, you know? I'm gonna go to the north side this time. But I still can't help but feel that we're missing that yes factor, the ultimate clincher. Now, Alva is like the princess of New Dam City. We saw her from way back. This looks like an old bunny ear TV, I think. Like one of those old bunny ear TVs, but it's got a weird... Okay, so we're seeing little bits more. I'm gonna go south this time. This meal, it tastes like friendship. We've seen all of these quotes before. Why are they replaying these quotes? Because Lee was one of my favorite characters. Lee was like one of those, he was the owner of the casino. Hey, this is the field, I think it's Greenberg? This meal, it tastes like friendship. Oh, so you have to go a specific direction. I'm gonna go south then. So I must probably have to keep following the red boot. Red boot Sam is what I'll call her. Hey, Flamping! I'll drop that for you. I'll drop that link for you there. It is a private Discord though, so I will have to update your role after the stream. It's private just so that we avoid having any kind of trolls or bots, any kind of things like that. But I'll make sure that you get in. I'll make sure that you get in after stream. Dorcas. Head already a jumble, is it? But wait, there's more. Oh, here we go. Oh, which way did Red Sam go, though? I think she went in the north. Our goal is just ahead. Okay, now I can run. Was waiting for something to chase me. Oh, something's gonna chase me. Oh, something is gonna chase me. Nope. We got a battle. these things. Do I have any bombs? Do I have any bombs? I don't think I have anything. Oh no. Oh no. We're just gonna have to we're gonna smack him with a frying pan. Moo Warrior. You're okay and Minnie are going to bed. Moo War, get all that rest you need. You and Minnie Moo. You are in the right place if you need a stream to fall asleep to. We're very cozy, we're very laid back. This is feeling so surreal. Oh. Nope, I'm not gonna walk in that. Alright, the plants also kill you too, so you gotta watch out for those. Oh, I don't want these flies. Do not like those flies at all. Ooh, gonna stay away from them. And I gotta go north, maybe? Moo War, my goodness, thank you so much for that. If you read a book, I would go to sleep. You know what? I've actually looked that up before. I've thought about reading a book on stream. Out loud. But with books, there's a lot of copyrights to them. There's a lot of copyright things to do with books. If I were to choose to read a book on stream, I'd probably pick Anne of Green Gables. I'd probably start with Anne of Green Gables, because I've read that book before, and it's just such a lovely, wholesome, beautiful book. Definitely one of my favorite stories. Heart piece? That's what I'm talking about. I feel like I should know whose desk this is. Oh, rats. Oh, rats. Oh, shoot. I've gotta run. I've gotta run. Why not push this button? Oh, there we go. Like, which button? There's a button there. Oh no. Oh no. So many zombies. So many zombies. hoping I don't have to like, kill all those zombies and have to start over. Uh-oh. This way. This way, this way. Avoid the zombies. I don't think I have to smack all of them. Now this reminds me so much of like a Mario Galaxy level, in a way. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It has a face. It has a lot of faces. It looks like a bunch of tadpoles with teeth, I think. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do, y'all? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that was scary. I just run? Okay, I'm gonna keep running. I'm gonna keep running. It's like a catfish, I think. Okay, there's gotta be some kind of button. Okay, we figured it out a little bit. It just keeps moving so much. Here we go. Move more! Move more wet! 6 months! Oh my goodness, Moor, thank you so fucking much for the 6-month subby. Enjoy those emotes in the ad-free viewing. Star, good evening, good morning. It's good to see you, Star. Oh my goodness, y'all, I just need to... My hands are sweaty. My hands are so sweaty, that was so intense. That catfish thing scared the heck out of me. It's because it had those teeth. It didn't need to have teeth. It did not need to have teeth, but it did. Just Francie, that is one wild door. I was laughing from the shock. I was like, the stress and the shock combined make me laugh because I'm just freaking out. Star, I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. Thank you so fucking much for that, though. I try to be a pro gamer. I'm still kind of a baby gamer, though, in comparison to y'all. I know I very much... when I watch y'all play your games, when I watch y'all do your streaming and play your video games, I am very much, like, baffled and amazed at the skills that I've seen by so many people here. Like, straight up, I know Star plays, Star, you also stream too, and I really love catching your streams. Yeah, I'm just a BB gamer here, Star. Move War! Oh my gosh, Move War, thank you so much for gifting a subby to Kyle. Oh my goodness, Move War, thank you so heckin' much. We appreciate the heck out of you. Move War, you say, good thing you don't watch me. I bet you're really good. I bet you're really good. I wonder if it maybe just be the genre. Sometimes it just comes down to the genre of video games, because there's some games I'm not good at. And my biggest ones I'm not good at, that I have played, I'm gonna say 2D platformers, believe it or not. You know, like I do play a lot of 2D platformers like Yoshi's Story and the Mario games, but I've never been that good. I've never been that good at them, you know? I find 2D platformers are definitely something like very, very tricky for me, especially like Donkey Kong Country games. I've never beat a Donkey Kong Country game before, but I've played them and they like are so difficult. They are so crazy hard. Just Francie says I'm also baby, don't worry. You know, I feel like 2026 for me here, Just Francie, has been nothing but like for me, like playing games I've never experienced before, like this one. And it makes me feel like such a newbie gamer. Which is okay, which is great, you know? I feel like I'm back at square one, but you know, I've been always playing Mario games. I've always been playing Mario games and I still love my Mario games. I still do. One of these days I'm gonna go right back just playing some more Mario games. Which, by the way, speaking of Mario, I'm gonna show you all, I have my silly Mario socks on. I actually have my Mario socks. I'm just gonna show you all the little socks for a sec. See? Oh yeah, you can't see. One second. I don't know if you can all see, I got my Mario socks on. And my indoor shoes. But yes, I love Mario games. While you're right now doing Resident Evil 9. I have a Resident Evil game. I got to get this chair fixed. It is now kind of stuck. On process, I can't do reaction speed kind of games. It gives me turn-based things, and I will rock your universe, but I need to respond quickly to things. I'm laughably bad, if I'm reading that correctly there, Harmpo. I do like turn-based games. I love turn-based games. Donkey Kong Country 2 is unforgiving. Have you played Donkey Kong Country Tropical Breeze? I haven't, Flamfang. I have not, but I've seen it. I've seen people play it and I've seen people stream it. That one looks really fun. But hold on, I'm actually gonna fix my chair. I'm gonna be right back. There we go. That's much better. Much more relaxing. So if I like the carpet, as soon as I push it back, it can like bunch up, which I might need to get a new like rug. A new rug or something like that for my stream setup. Donkey Kong Country is my Tropical Freeze? Is my favorite 2D platformer of all time. I've played a lot of 2D platformers. Okay. It looks really good. Without a doubt there, Flamfang. It looks really, really good. Harmpo, you just woke up, so your English isn't quite up to par yet. It's all good. It's all good. Typing can be really tricky when you're like half asleep. It can be so tricky there, Harmpo. If you need to get all that rest though, if you do need to like have that downtime, I just appreciate you so heckin' much there, Harmpo. Alright. So this alternate Sam, I want to call her, the one who's red. I can't tell if she's bad or good. I want to say she's bad, but I find this game is all full of like gray theme characters where they're not necessarily bad, but they're not necessarily good. That's a huge theme, actually. I wanted to talk about like after I beat this game, but I'm noticing quite a bit of gray area themes in this game. Because like with Lee, he admits he's a bad guy. He outright said he's a bad man. But when you finish chapter 3, you can see how he's like not necessarily a bad man. He's just a betting man, I guess is the word I'm trying to look for. Oh, Harmpo, you got your coffee and you're just waking up? Glad I get to do so here with you. Harmpo, I'm glad, because I know you like... For you, this is like the early morning, right? For you, it's like the early morning over there, I'm sure, right? Harmpo, I want to show you something. So this is a mushroom. This is a mushroom hot chocolate. And I actually had this with some green tea this morning. It is so yummy. And it tastes just like hot chocolate. It has lion's mane, reishi, chaga, cordyceps, turkey tail, mataki, shiitake, mesima, and enoki mushrooms all in there. It's delicious. Flamfang, yeah, he's like a good-hearted mob boss. Actually, that's even better. I like that way that you said it there, Flamfang. He's like a good-hearted mob boss. He admits he's not a good guy, but you can see a lot of good traits in him. I think that's what makes a lot of the characters feel so real in a way throughout Eastward. I feel a lot of these characters feel so down to earth and real for a fictional story. I love when stories and love when video games can do that. I love when video games can do that. Harmpo, I mentioned that the other day, and yay, glad it's good. It tastes delicious. It tastes delicious. I would recommend it for everybody. I mean, if you don't like mushrooms, I get that you might not like it, but it does have a very unique chocolate taste to it. Go figure. Star, what am I playing this on? You're curious about it? I am playing this on Steam. But it is available on PlayStation 5, and it's also available on Nintendo Switch. But I got this game gifted through Steam, and from what I see, the Steam version is actually a lot more like affordable than the Nintendo version. I feel like Nintendo is Nintendo can be very kind of expensive, I find, with their games sometimes. Oh my goodness, Star, you have all 3? Wait, how many consoles do you have, Star? How many consoles do you have? I only have my Nintendo Switch and my computer. And that's the only consoles I have right now. Just the 2. But like going back to like cost of Nintendo, like Nintendo Switch prices, like Nintendo Switch in general, I find their prices were a little more fair. Nintendo Switch 2 on the other hand, I think why? They increased the price so much on Nintendo Switch 2, which is why I'm very like, I don't know, I'm very hesitant about getting Nintendo Switch 2. I'm just very hesitant about getting a Switch 2 because of the costs. Just Francie, I shouldn't count mine? Okay. I take it you have more than 2 consoles? Is that correct? Am I reading that right there, Just Francie? I suggest waiting for their 50% off sales. And then buy it with a DLC bundle. Flamfang, yes. Heck yes. I love it. I love it when, like, okay, I love promoting sales. You know what I mean? I see that every now and then on like my Discord and everything when people post sales for video games, and I heckin' love that. I love that so much about like, you know, sharing little bits on how to save money. Because, you know what? Some of these games can get kind of expensive. Some of these games can get kind of expensive, so I'm all about promoting these sales and deals and promoting different ways of saving money. Big time. Just Francie, you say probably around 11 if we can't handhelds. That's a fair collection. I love that though. I love seeing people's collections of video game systems and consoles and all of that. Myself, I don't have any like, you know, big consoles and stuff. I have like one console, right? So, but I love looking and seeing and admiring other people's collections big time. Star says PlayStation 5, Switch, PC, 3DS, Xbox 360, Wii. So 6 at the moment. I'm sure that number will grow once you can afford it again. Right on there, Star. Right on. I bet you also have a lot of video games with those too. The Wii was such a good console. I really miss having my Wii. My Nintendo Wii, I think my favorite game on the Wii was Mario Galaxy. Mario Galaxy was my favorite game on Nintendo Wii, next to Twilight Princess, I think. I think Twilight Princess would come next. The Wii was such an interesting such an interesting console because I remember getting the nunchucks. And I remember feeling so weirded out that like one hand and another hand were controlling two different things from so far apart. That felt so weird at first. It felt so weird playing Nintendo Wii at first. Just Francis says Game Boy Advance SP, DS, 2DS XL, PSP, Vita, Switch 1, Switch 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 5. Just Francis says I've been here for a while. Right on. Right on. That's an awesome collection, by the way. I remember having a Game Boy SP too. I had the red one. Protag, hey! Coughs Endless Ocean too. Endless Ocean was so good. Okay, way back. I played the original Endless Ocean on the Wii. And that's how I got into it. Endless Ocean, y'all, I did a, maybe I'm gonna post it on my socials. I might post it on my socials. I know I posted it on my Discord. But I didn't post it anywhere else. And Protag kind of inspired me to do it. I created like this list. Of games that like are my favorites, or here we go. I don't think it's gonna show it that well on camera though. I'm just gonna try it out. Y'all can't probably see like just the list of games. Endless Ocean is on here. It is my turn my brain off game. It is my turn off brain game because it just straight up Endless Ocean, you don't have to like brain too much in it. You just swim and you scan fish. That's all that game is. It's just swimming, scanning fish, and just keep collecting more and more in your log. And that's what makes that game so great, you know? You don't have to brain to it. Just Francie, you got the Wii U? Now, how did you like the Wii U in comparison to the Wii? Because I keep hearing mixed opinions about the Wii U. Mario Galaxy is my favorite Mario game, but I think Mario Kart Wii is what really made the console. I loved that game. I played so many hours to Star of Mario or Mario Kart Wii. I loved it because I would always pick the bikes. I feel like the bikes had much more of an advantage than the carts, big time. Just Francie, Mario Sunshine will always be your favorite. Mario Sunshine is a hard Mario game. Definitely not for a first-time Mario gamer, I find. But I like it too. Harmpo, you never played any of the 3D Mario or Zelda games? Harmpo, do you plan to play any of them? Do you plan to play a Mario game? If you do, I've got recommendations, okay? I've got recommendations for the first 3D Mario game you should play and the first 3D Zelda game. I just bought the keyboard by accident. Protag, you're gonna make a new list after remembered some more games? Right on there, Protag. The list I made is specifically to games I've played through. But I might make some just for games I haven't done too. I might remake that list. Just Fancy, hardly worth mentioning. I have like 4 games for it, mostly only played Xenoblade X on it. So I have heard mixed opinions about Xenoblade X. See, I've played Xenoblade 1, I've played Xenoblade 2. I have yet to play Xenoblade 3, but I've heard a lot of mixed opinions about that. For tags, I think the Wii U right now is a really good homebrew on modded system, but for its time, there were only a few games worth noting, which doesn't matter since it got ported to Switch. Waleed, you only have played original NES games and the Wii Sports for Nintendo? Wii Sports was one of the greatest things Nintendo ever did. I'm telling you, like, I love the Mario games, I love Zelda, but I'm saying the Wii Sports game was one of the best marketing decisions they ever freaking did, because it was appealing to everybody, like anybody, whether you were a gamer or not. A lot of people loved Nintendo Wii Sports, because I can recall the days where like retirement homes and nursing homes were on waiting lists for getting a Wii. Like we're talking nursing homes were waiting for a Nintendo Wii because they were so great. They were great for everybody. Armpo says not necessarily. I've watched all of them and I'm fine. I'm just a sucker for pixel art. Okay, Armpo, I get that. I can get how it's like looking at this game especially. I'm just saying I can understand the appeal for pixel graphics. Oh, but you just don't have the consoles too. And that's fair, that's fair. If ever you do say get a Nintendo Switch or a Nintendo Wii, I've got recommendations. I've got recommendations if ever you are interested in playing a 3D Mario game. Just Francie says it's different, entirely different from 1 to 3, but I still did enjoy it. Even 100% it recently on the Switch. Just Francie, to 100% a Xenoblade game is insane. I've poured in like well over 100 hours into each Xenoblade, and I still haven't 100%ed them. They are huge, massive, massive games. Yeah, Waleed, you got your mom onto Wii Sports? And I got like a lot of people into Wii Sports too. It was the perfect game for everybody. There was not a single person I did not know that did not like Nintendo Wii Sports. I remember going over to like friends' places. They had other games. They had like Need for Speed, Hot Pursuit. They had like Twilight Princess. They had a bunch of Nintendo Wii games. But we all decided collectively we were gonna play Wii Sports. And we were playing bowling, we were playing baseball, you name it. Hours and hours, and that was a free game that came with the Wii. You didn't have to pay anything extra back in the day. Waleed, you had to wait at 7 in the morning in front of Zellers or maybe a Kmart to get one? Zellers is such a big throwback. Oh my gosh, I miss Zellers. I miss Zellers a lot in comparison to like Walmart. To me, Walmart's Walmart. You know? I've been to like That was where I got all my video games way back in the day, was from Walmart. But Zellers was so nice. It was a nice difference, a nice change. Flam thing, right on, right on. Will do, will do. For Texas, yeah, Xenoblade X is definitely the black sheep of the series. Some really cool things, such as the world, but the story takes a big nosedive. That doesn't sound so good. That doesn't sound as good. I have like 10 hours into Xenoblade X. Xenoblade 3 took me over 280 hours. That is such a heckin' commitment. Just Francie, that is such a huge commitment to a video game, pouring in that many hours. I'm Princess, I'll keep you posted if ever I get them. I am looking into the Switch now that the Switch 2 is out. I love that. Harmfo, yes, yes, yes. I would love to see you get the Switch. If you do get the Switch, it's gonna be Mario Odyssey. Mario Odyssey is the must play in my opinion. It is a must play, I think, for any gamer, for a lot of gamers. I feel like Mario Odyssey is one of the perfect 3D platformers. Just one of the most perfect ones. There's a few 3D Mario platformers I could recommend too. Wally, group LAN parties. Oh wow, those were the days. That's a big throwback. Everything needs internet now. That is exactly what I was saying on my last streams too. I was saying that in my last stream too, where it was like, way back when, I remember you could buy a TV. Just get a regular TV, plug it in. So all you had to pay was for your hydro. You didn't have to pay for internet, you didn't have to pay for any subscription services. You just had bunny ears and you got whatever came on. You had maybe 6 channels to choose from, but you didn't have to pay anything extra. You got your news, you got your cartoons, and that's all you really needed back in the day. Xenoblade and Trails are your favorite series. Could always play them. I have to look into Trails. I really should look into Trails there, just Francie. Harmfo, heck yes! You'll be playing Odyssey underneath the windmills. That's just such a beautiful scene too with those windmills. It looks beautiful. Beautiful sky, beautiful greenery. I can't wait for spring. Because where I am right now, the snow finally melted. It was kind of like muddy looking, but it's gonna be nice. I also can't wait for the garden centers to open up. I love gardening. I don't know if it's possible for me to do it, but I would love to do a gardening stream. I would love to just like take my camera outside and just do some gardening and chatting while I'm just doing some, you know what I mean? Whether I'm weeding or planting or potting. I don't know if I've ever seen a person do something like that before on Twitch. Like do a gardening stream. Trails has such an insanely god writing. Second is coming out, so perfect time to start on Trails. Alright, just Francie, I'm gonna look into that definitely. Oh, Harmpo, yes. I'm gonna be making sure to take more pictures of my plants and everything. I'm gonna take some better pictures, to be honest. Some of the pictures I've been taking of my plants, I'm kind of like, oh, I could do better pictures. I might actually be looking into getting a new camera. That's my biggest thing. I want to get a new camera because this phone, I've had this phone for like 5 years. It's definitely run its time, and I definitely need to get a new phone soon. Harmpo, you would enjoy a garden stream? I would love to set that up. Somehow, some way. Flam thing, oh my goodness, thank you so hecking much. We're very wholesome, I find. I would say we're very, very wholesome. There are a couple times, especially when the game Flam Fang has some moments in it that are maybe not so wholesome. Some suggestive humor gets brought up. What was it? What was it? Oh, that character named Morning Glory popped up there, Flam Fang, and then that changed from wholesome to we were just having a blast. It was funny. For tag, you believe it has been done before. Oh, right on. Just Francie says nerding out is my second name. Oh gosh, I'm a nerd for a bunch of things. I'm a big nerd for a bunch of things. Actually, no, I was nerding out about sea creatures not too long ago. I was nerding out about sea creatures, not on stream, but like talking about sea creatures and sea animals. I love animals. I think that's my biggest thing I nerd out about, especially when I'm off stream. Because I can go on and on about sea creatures, you know? Per tag. Time to set up that donation goal. I don't know. The idea of doing a, I might do some, like, maybe some planting inside. I just don't know how I'm gonna, like, take my camera in my setup outside. Because it's, like, outside. And there's no cords, and there's no internet. And I don't think the Wi-Fi would be that reliable to do it. You know what I mean? I'm still such a newbie to streaming. Even though I've been streaming for almost 4 years now, you know, I still feel so new to Twitch. Like, I don't feel like I've been streaming as long as I have been. Twist Silver, hey. Wholesome until it isn't. That's what I'm looking for. That's exactly how I wanted to say it there, Twist Silver. Lampthang says it's especially a tease for a cliffhanger for me because I know where the story goes next in the game. Alright, so let me get back here. Flamfang. Twist Silver, it's so heckin' good to see you. Me too. Every time OBS doesn't work, I have 3 breakdowns. Just Francie, I got a story on that just before I get back into the game. My OBS kind of low-key crashed 2 days ago. And I'm glad I caught it before streaming today. Because it did that whole, like, your GPU is not supported BS thing. And I was like, oh my goodness. So I had to, like, uninstall my driver and then reinstall my driver. And it works. But it's just annoying to have to do that, you know? It's just annoying to have to do that because for some reason OBS can't keep up with things or something. Twist Silver, it's been going well. It's been going really well here. We've just been, well, I'll tell you straight. I think we've been yapping. We've been yapping a lot about, we've been yapping about everything. Oh my gosh. We've been just yapping about games and gardening streams. And we are talking about other things too. But yeah, it's been going really well. I'm getting very forgetful these days. I find I get very forgetful. Sometimes I'll get talking about something 15 minutes ago and then completely forget what I was just talking about. Do y'all ever have those moments? Do y'all ever have those moments where you just forget about something that you just said or talked about? I'm finding I'm starting to do that more often. Maybe it's like just me getting older. Harmpo says you have learned to be patient and forgiving to OBS especially because I have more breakdowns than OBS has. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Harmpo, for reals though. It drives me bonkers having to do that over and over and over. Harmpo says I don't remember having those moments. Good point. Don't remember. It's easy. I just find I get very forgetful sometimes. Twist Silver says yapping in your stream. You don't believe it. Yapping is always wonderful. That's just what's been happening, but I've been forgetting about what we've been yapping about. Maybe I should be like having a list of things I've been yapping about for next time they're Twist Silver so that I can keep you up to date and up to speed about what we've been yapping about because I completely forgot. I completely forgot. Tech, hi, it's good to see you. Good evening, Tech. How you doing? Yeah, I don't mean to keep y'all on a cliffhanger. I don't mean to keep y'all on a cliffhanger, but right now in the story, things are starting to make sense. We're starting to figure out who Sam is, who Mother is, and what Mother and Sam are. And we're still kind of figuring out that mystery. We're still figuring that out. How's your night going there, Tech? And oh, Tech. What game have you been up to playing lately? What games have you been what games have you been playing? 'Cause I know you play a whole lot of retro. Let me go. I'm not anyone's mother. Now let me go find John. You still don't understand, do you? These humans, they're not worth caring about. Allow me to cleanse this world. Just like before. I'm not listening to you. I'm not like you, I'm Sam. And John and I are gonna stop you guys. Alright then. Just stay here. Stay here for the rest of eternity. Where not a soul will come to save you. Come back. Let me go. Let me go. John. 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 John, you have to save me. She has me trapped here, the other me. What? The heck? What the heck? What the heck? What the heck is going on? How delightful. Humans are such an absolute delight. What's that? You haven't seen enough? Then how about this? John's going to put a stop to you because we're some kind of hotshot lab assistants. How was that? Quite on the money, I'd say. What is going on? You humans. So weak. You couldn't find even hope to get near me. You'd be nothing. Nothing without her. Let's play a game then, shall we? Yes, I prepared a special something for you. Harmpo! Harmpo, what the hey? What the heck, Harmpo? Thank you so hecking much for that tip. Harmpo, I appreciate the heck out of you. Thank you so much. Hey, Kev! Kev Loco, thank you so much for lurking. Appreciate the heck out of you too. Hope you're having a great and cozy evening over there. Okay, so what is going on with Sam? Because we saw like the bad Sam walk off screen, and then the good Sam was there looking for John, asking to be out, and then this. What? The floor looks like it's moving, but it's not moving. Okay, let's cook something since we have the time. Slam thing, that's messing me up so much. Because now I'm questioning if Sam is good. Because Sam's always been good. Oh, my backpack's full. Save my game just in case we do die. But turn back now and there may not be an opportunity for a reunion at all. Save your memories? Let's do that. I'm shaking. I'm shaking because I'm scared to see what's gonna happen. Is that Isabel? I haven't seen Isabel in a hot minute. Cute, isn't she? Still just as cute as the day I first met her. She always envied you, you know? Traveling everywhere, going on your adventures. Sometimes I get a sneeze. Thanks, Waleed, for that reminder to save the game. Traveling everywhere, going around on your adventures. That was always her dream. But fate had different plans for her. She had no choice but to become New Dam City's guardian. I don't think Isabel's up to any good right now. Now, however, she's finally free. She and the train have already merged. And soon the miasma will cleanse all of humanity. Her children will emerge from the factories once more. And they will carry out her dreams for her. As for me, I'll stay here, watching over her, protecting her until the end of time. So you can already see why I can't allow you to take seriously? Oh. I have to fight her? How do I beat her? Oh! That was crazy quick. Flam Fang, good luck with this fight indeed. I was not expecting that. So you gotta like smack those, and then how do I fight? stronger. But my resolve is no less strong. I'm gonna take some food. Okay, that's good. The frying pan is just too much. It's too heavy. Fall lead, we're gonna try again. Oh, couldn't. See it as a parrying rhythm game. Oh my gosh, parrying is so tricky to get that timing right. Here we go. Round 2. My path is so clear. So then why won't my sword... Ah, come then. This shall prove the victor once and for all. One food left. Ooh-wee. Xerxes, hi. Good to see you. I hope you're having a nice day. It's been good. It's been good. This battle's getting very intense, though. It's getting very, very intense, Xerxes. It's good to see you. Hey, thank you so much for that follow. I do see the follows on my end. I see those notifications. I appreciate the heck out of you. The follows are anonymous just to never call you out or put you on the spot. We're very low pressure here. You want to chat or alert, however you feel crazy. Chad, hi. Chad, it's good to see you. Chad, how you doing this evening? This battle, Chad, is getting very, very intense. We're getting so close to the end of this game. You've grown stronger, but my resolve is no less strong. Some food here. Oh, I'm telling you, Chad, this game is beautiful. The pixel graphics are so well done. I'm actually gonna probably start over. What's a computer? Ouch. But Chad, I'm loving the music in this game. I'm loving the music, I'm loving the details, the graphics, like as far as the pixel art goes, it's absolutely stunning. Maximilian, hi, what is up, Maximilian? It's good to see you. Good to see you, Maximilian. How you doing this evening? Stronger, but my resolve is no less strong. My path is so clear. So then why won't my sword? R, come then. This shall prove the victor once and for all. Goes nuts in round 3. She goes absolutely nuts in round 3. Harmpo, thank you so much for that lurk. Was not expecting to fight Isabel. I knew something was shady with her though. keep missing the parries. This is gonna be a tough battle. Not with close battles. I think I have to do it with, yeah, I only have the frying pan here, Waleed. Stronger, but my resolve is no less strong. My path is so clear, so then why won't my sword? There's more. Okay. We got her. We got this. Oh, wow. Thank you so much for the GGs. I could not do that hitless. Never. Never in a million years. Then it's come to this. It's over, Izzy. All of it. Alva. Is that you, Alva? What you've done for me is already too much. Alva. Those who have already died aren't supposed to live again. No, but you weren't supposed to die. And yet it still happened. Even you know that those things, they aren't me. Put down your sword, my sweet knight, and leave the rest to them. But they... I could see myself. Isabel, Alva, I'm so sorry. That other me. No, she is me. And I've been doing all these horrible things. You're as sweet as always, Sam. Alva. There. Fully charged. Listen to me, Sam. This isn't your fault. After merging with Sharon, I could only see it all too clearly. And I see it now, too. That dark, overpowering will is just ahead. He's trying to control you, Sam. And if she succeeds, if she's able to take complete control of your power, then all of humanity is doomed. I'm going to stop her. Come on, John. But the price to do so... I won't lose. I won't. John? No good then. The final battle lies ahead. John, promise me, no matter what you see, you'll know that isn't me. No matter what happens, you must stop them. You'll find a way. I know you can do it. Is this gonna be the finale? Zly, hi. Zly, it's good to see you. This might be the finale? I'm gonna mark this down as finale. All right. Oh my gosh. One, I wasn't so sure. I'm just saying this for my own thoughts here on what happened just now, is that I was not expecting Alva to actually be confirmed dead. That to me is a huge surprise. I was not expecting that at all, that Alva passed. I knew there was that explosion, Isabel carried her out. I just wasn't sure. I just wasn't sure about that. I'm noticing that Sam is now a combination of red and blue. That's an enemy, not something we want to mess with. Must you really go this time? I'll miss you. In the coming days, I'll be like a particle, a wave traveling across the universe. The universe called John. Save your memories? Welcome, friends. You may not know me, but you surely know my many brothers. The name's Johnny, but everyone calls me the final Johnny. You're right to be cautious. You're hardened adventurers after all. But trust me, I've got some top quality wares that no doubt will come in handy. I only have 3 gear parts. Okay, I got the bang bang gun. I think we're set. Oh, I can't switch. I'm just stuck as John. Use Solomon's Key Courage. Wisdom. Courage, wisdom is next power. If that's the case, then strength. That sounds so similar to Legend of Zelda, in a way. I think we're in outer space. neat. Star, your name is already a bit more common, but not as common as John. I've known a couple of Johns. I've known a couple of Johns. It's a fairly popular name. And I've known a couple of other Angelas too. Though I often get misnamed where I work by some people. They always call me Amanda. So I'm just like, you know what, I'll just go with it. I never correct people when they misname me. I usually correct people once. Like I just say, hey, like my name is Angela, and then if somebody says it like multiple times, I'm like, you know what? I'll be Amanda. Why not? I don't really know, Star. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do, but they just do. Ooh. Very orange background. That's the most orange background I've ever seen. The heck is this thing? I take it I'm supposed to avoid these things? This battle, my gosh. Tough battle, oh my gosh. Rez, how you doing? Rez, it's so good to see you. This battle's insane, but the music is great. Music slaps. It's good. Rez, I love hearing that. I love hearing that. These things, this three-headed beast, it gives me like that Winnie the Pooh heffalump feeling with the nose, I think. It's the nose is on these things. Feels like a bunch of heffalumps and woozles. Got a very heffalumpy woozle look to them. Oh, there's too many lasers. Get out of here. I am stuck on a two-spotted platform. I'm gonna start over. This battle's insane. Max, so Angela, what you're saying is because the music's so slap, it knocked you out of the fight? I was getting knocked off that platform. I didn't have enough space. I guess you're supposed to move really fast. I think that's the key, is that you have to move fast to get to the main platform. The design of this monster is so unique. To me, it's very unique looking. And this is where I died last time. Go away. Oh my gosh. How did I do it the first time? Here we go. Do it the first time. You know what I mean? I did it really good the first time. Mac, I was like super fast. The first time I did this, I was super fast. I was zipping and zooming. I think the beat of the music is something I need to focus on. I need to get locked in here, fam. Gosh, that stupid octopus just wants to be in the way. There's so many octopuses. annoy me. That's a lot of octopuses. I don't think there's any way I can kill them before I get to the main platform. Okay, so you can kill the octopuses. Or octopi. Here we go. We made it. And it's not over yet. Oh, I see. There's more that we need to destroy. Charge up my... Finally got you. A little further. Done. Can y'all hear this music? Oh, I see. We gotta carry them. Oh, I see. Sam is now part of the frying pan. much health left. No! How close was I, Omoji? How close was I to the end? How close was I to the end of that battle? Thank you so much, Harmfo, for cheering me on. We got this. I can't imagine ONG doing this hitless. Fight with Izzy was unexpected. That was a very unexpected moment there, OMG. Wow. New beginning. I've lost them. To think you would have grown this much. Oh, please, enough games already. I'm not gonna let you trick me again. No, I suppose that won't work anymore. Fine then. I'll show you. I'll show you everything. I forgot to tell you, you see. Just what it is. It's happening while Asthma, what? What did Sam do? That's so heartbreaking. And thus hope had melted the ice of time. Courage had shattered the fetters of fate. The only thing they couldn't escape, this curse from the days of old, was goodbye. The Grim Reaper's boat left humanity behind, and the princess and her knight turned their backs on what had passed. As the thick void finally receded, mankind emerged from its gloomy refuge. But the broken waves carved out of a lonely island, and as the tide turned to rain, wind, storm, only to vanish finally without a trace. It would be a journey near before taken, towards the light beyond the far-off horizon. A light brighter than any star, and warmer even than the sun. Eastbound train, eastbound train. Ah, there, at 3. 3 what? I can't read this. It's faded beyond recognition. Doesn't anyone take care of this place? So hot. Only I'd brought my swimsuit. Oh, hold on. There's someone there. Good thing I didn't go swimming. Are you waiting for the train? My name's Sam. I'm taking the eastbound train. You wouldn't happen to know when the next train is coming? Hello, can you hear me? What a strange individual. Raiders, welcome in. You look like you've seen a ghost. Ah, this is truly unfortunate. Why hasn't the train arrived yet? It's so hot. This was a beautiful game. This was such a beautiful game. Oh my goodness. Raiders! Vance! Vance, thank you so much for choosing the raid into me. Oh my goodness. Raiders, welcome in. Y'all go follow Vance. I'm sure a lot of you who are already coming in from Vance's channel are already following Vance, so please go click on that link that's been dropped in the chat. I love hanging out with Vance over there. Vance plays a ton of arcade games. Some games I've never heard of before, and Vance makes a lot of video games that are really hard for me look very easy. I also like the yaps and the chats over there in the channel and Vance. Y'all, I have so many things to say about this game. So many things to say. That ending that ending was very, very emotional. Such a very emotional game. GB, I see you there too. GB, how's it going? And Light as X, welcome in. Great to have you here. Raiders and friends, my follows are also anonymous. Just to never call you out or put you on the spot. We are very low pressure here. We have no sound alerts or on-screen alerts, and we just focus on the cozy vibes and the games, and the yaps and the good times. I tend to focus on first playthroughs, blind playthroughs of games I've never played before, and this was my very first time ever playing Eastward. And that ending, the battle was beautiful, insane. That battle was phenomenal. The music was incredible. Very, very intense and epic and emotional. And that ending hit me so hard because it's like, John is someone who hasn't spoke a lot throughout the entire game. I'm gonna sound really emotional. I apologize in advance, y'all. But he's like this character that's very, you know, you're playing as this character that doesn't talk much. He doesn't speak. But you can really feel a lot of feelings coming from this character. Oh my goodness, William's getting his son back. Oh my goodness. This is also a side character that was in the story too, and William, if all goes well, will be able to depart tomorrow. Tomorrow? That's his lucky coin. That is such a good ending. Because I thought Daniel the robot was dead. I'm glad that he brought Daniel back. And not only that, he's reunited with his real son, Daniel. He just cares so much for Sam the entire game. It's one of those things where you're not really paying attention to that, I guess. That detail's there the whole time, Lynn. That he cares so much for Sam. And you start to develop that, like, you know, caretaker kind of guardian character out of John the whole game. Van says she picks a wide range of video games that I usually don't see people see, yet her favorite game is Banjo-Kazooie. I love Banjo-Kazooie. So Banjo-Kazooie is my favorite video game ever made. I love Banjo-Kazooie. I'm a little biased because it was my very first game I ever bought and played through myself. But yeah, so I've grown up playing a lot of Nintendo games. Nintendo's always been like my base for gaming. Got little figurines right at my desk. Got little Mario here. Everybody likes Mario Odyssey is another Mario game I recommend for everybody to play. If you haven't, and if you've never played a 3D Mario platformer, I always recommend Mario Odyssey. But You know what? For every console, there is always a Mario game, I think I could recommend. For every Nintendo for every Nintendo console, is what I'm gonna say. Roulette, hi! My gosh, plonking in. Roulette, how you keeping? How's your night going? Jazzy, oh my goodness. Jazzy, this game. I don't know where to begin. This game was all about characters. It's very linear. Like, you progress through a story. It's very story-driven. I do want to share some thoughts on this game, though. I want to share a lot of my thoughts on this game, because, again, I went into this game completely blind. All I saw was the trailer and the opening scene. That's all I knew of Eastward before starting it. I never saw anything like of it on Twitch. I've never seen anything of it anywhere else. And Omoji here was the one who recommended this game. And then I was recently gifted this game by a good friend, Protag. So here I am, and I just finished the game. Unless there's more that I'm missing out on, but I hear it actually misfiring right out of the computer. That's how I'm hearing it. Just Francie, it's 10:11 a.m. It's the morning, it's the evening for... I find like time zones get kind of confusing sometimes. So I just say good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I'm all over the place with my time zones. I can never get my time zones proper. But Raiders, if you do want to chat, lurk, however you feel cozy, by all means. If you're looking for a stream to fall asleep to, you are in the right place. I take pride in how my streams put people to sleep. And yeah, I'm really happy to have you. Vance, thank you so much again for choosing to raid into me. You came in just in time to see the very ending. The very, very end of Eastward. If y'all have to do any post-stream self-care, whatever you've got to do, I appreciate the heck out of you. Thank you so freaking much. Yeah, misfiring. It's just like I have the audio playing right from the speakers of my computer. So it's just playing out at me. Vance, I'm telling you, that battle was insane. Oh my gosh. That battle had layers to it. It had a whole lot of layers to it, and I couldn't figure the whole thing out for the first time, for the first bits. But we got there.